this larger sturgeon first from the 9-inch mash. Whoa.
This fish has to be out of the water for a bit and get poked with a needle, but it's for its own good. The province of Manitoba is keeping the lake sturgeon off of the endangered species list, and by doing this, they're helping monitor the population. The biologist here is using a device to insert the tag that will add to the 20-plus years of research already completed. But tagging isn't the only way the province is helping the lake sturgeon out.
We've tried to manage harvest. We've tried to mitigate or control the amount of habitat alteration that takes place, and we're stocking fish back into the river as well.
Joel Hunt is out on the water today here in Nudamik Lake on the Winnipeg River system. But as the manager of the aquatic ecosystem section for the province's fisheries branch, most of his work keeps him in the office. This is biologist Ken Kansas's office. He's the one who gets to work with the sturgeon day in and day out.
I wouldn't do anything else, unless it was outside, of course.
It's not all fun for Kansas, though. He's out here rain or shine, and the work is tough.
And when you actually grab one of those fish, even the 30-pounders, they're really tough to handle. They're really strong fish.
Handling a fish that can grow to more than 6 feet in length and weigh hundreds of pounds is not just the bulk of the work. This is one of 3 nets Kansas and some summer students pull up from depths of up to 70 feet daily, which can get pretty heavy.
Doesn't look good.
There are 3 nets to be pulled up, checked, and reset every weekday in order to catch the size variety needed for the research.
But sturgeon, the way they get caught in nets, as long as we check our nets real quick, and that's what we do, we have, there's been maybe 2 or 3 dead sturgeon in our project over a long period of time, over many years.
The research area is along this stretch of water between Slave Falls and Seven Sisters generating stations because it's a good representation of lake sturgeon habitat.
Sturgeon are fairly interesting. They're a very long-lived species. 150 years is not terribly unusual. We also know that, particularly here in the Winnipeg River, that they don't become mature until they're 25, 27 years old.
Lake sturgeon have struggled for survival because they've been overfished, their habitat has been threatened, and they take a long time to develop. For a prehistoric fish that has managed to survive for so long, they're pretty fussy when it comes to laying eggs.
They don't spawn for a long time. They're fairly big when they do spawn, and when they do spawn, they don't always spawn every year. I mean, those are big, long-lived fish that, in terms of evolution and how long fish species have been around on the planet, that's an ancient fish, and it's right here in Manitoba. It's native to our, to our province and our waterways, and I think that's pretty neat.
It's not just the province of Manitoba out here doing research. Universities and Manitoba Hydro are also working to help keep this fish around, and all of those years of work is paying off.
To see stocks start to rebound and know that, they aren't going to be pushed to the brink of extinction is comforting, and it feels really good.
For Shaw TV on the Winnipeg River, I'm Laura Ravey.
Right on bottom.